The myths surrounding nocturnal emission, otherwise known as wet dream. Nocturnal emissions, commonly known as wet dreams, have long been a subject of confusion and misconceptions, particularly among men transitioning from puberty to adulthood. Despite their prevalence, this natural phenomenon often sparks uncertainty and varied interpretations. What if I told you there are actually two distinct types of wet dreams? Most men have experienced one or both types at some point in their lives. Our daily exposure to various stimuli leaves impressions on our subconscious mind, which can manifest during sleep. Let's explore these two types of nocturnal emissions in detail. 1. Nocturnal emission with semen loss. This type of wet dream is a natural occurrence, often marking the onset of puberty. During this stage, the sex glands begin to mature, producing semen, sperm, and other fluids. When these secretions accumulate and remain unused, the body naturally releases them during deep sleep. In this scenario, a young adult may wake up to find their pants damp or cold, often feeling confused or embarrassed. Their first experience might lead them to seek explanations from friends, siblings, or even parents. Over time, with various myths and reassurances, they may stop worrying about it. For individuals practicing semen retention, nofap, celibacy, or brahmacharya, this type of nocturnal emission may still occur. However, the fluid released in this case is usually a colorless, viscous liquid distinct from sperm, which is thicker, creamier, and whitish in color. This differentiation is crucial in understanding the body's natural mechanisms. 2. Nocturnal emission with sperm release. This type of wet dream is notably different, though it may appear similar at first glance. Unlike the first type, this emission is triggered by erotic dreams. During such dreams, an individual might experience sexual activity with a familiar person, a model, a romantic partner, or even a random figure from their imagination. These vivid dreams, fueled by subconscious arousal, lead to sperm release during sleep. For those practicing semen retention or brahmacharya, this type of emission can feel like a relapse, as it involves sperm loss. The body's response in this scenario differs significantly from the first type, and those who have experienced both can attest to the distinction. A critical factor distinguishing these two types of nocturnal emissions is mental purity. An individual with a pure mind, free from sexual or erotic thoughts, is less likely to experience the second type of wet dream. Conversely, someone exposed to pornography, nudity on social media, or erotic imagery, even if they refrain from masturbating, is more likely to experience erotic dreams that result in sperm release. Research shows that when the mind is preoccupied with sexual imagery, the gonads become activated, preparing the body for sexual activity. Although conscious suppression might occur, the subconscious mind remains engaged, making it easier to succumb to erotic dreams. In this sense, sperm loss due to sexual activity in a dream is comparable to sperm loss through masturbation or real-life sex, making it a relapse for those practicing semen retention. For individuals on the path of semen retention, understanding these distinctions is crucial. To minimize occurrences of the second type of nocturnal emission, it is essential to guard your mind. Be mindful of what you watch, read, and listen to. Avoid content that triggers sexual arousal. Train your thoughts. Focus on positive, non-erotic imagery and engage in practices that promote mental clarity and discipline. Control your sensory inputs. Protect the channels of information, your eyes and ears, from exposure to temptation. By cultivating mental purity and managing your subconscious, you can reduce the likelihood of erotic dreams and maintain your commitment to semen retention. Stay strong, keepers. You are on the right path. Understanding these two types of nocturnal emissions will empower you to take control of your mind and body, aligning your actions with your goals.